Why does Pokemon release two games of the same generation? You may be asking this yourself, or you may know why, but today I'll be answering that question the best that I can. Alright, so the first main reason that the Pokemon Company decided to release two games that are the same generation and basically the same overall is to encourage players to trade between one another. So then you can get the version exclusive, complete your Pokedex, and have a jolly old time. But there's also so much more to that really makes the Pokemon games feel unique in a way. Alright, so you can be saying maybe they're selling two games because they can make a quick extra $80 because someone wants to get the entire game themselves. And that's true, but you gotta keep in mind that to do that, you also need a second Nintendo Switch. Or what you could do is just catch it, get both games, catch it, transfer it to Pokemon Home, and then transfer it to that game. Which is technically true, you could also do that. This is a pretty brilliant way to being able to get that, but not to spend the extra $80 and getting the same exact game. Now, they've been doing this all the way back since Red and Blue. That released all the way back in 1995 for the Game Boy. And this is a strategy that they had for so long. Now, the most games, they released two versions, like Red and Blue, you got Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, Scarlet Violet, Sword and Shield, Sun and Moon. Now, I like to call these, usually I go for the second variant, like the second kind of word, like Sun and then Moon. I usually go for the Moon part. There's only a select few games that I go for the first one. Now, why is it that there are two different kind of categories? Like there's the first category, like the first word of it, like you got Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, or you got Pokemon Red. That's the first one. And then you got the second one, which is Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, Let's Go Moon, and also Soul Silver, Heart Gold, and then Soul Silver. You see, things like that. Now, you may say, maybe it's just a Pokemon. Maybe it's just a different variety of Pokemon. But I think it's much more than that. Because there's the second kind of version, which is a more kind of dull tone, like a tone that feels nice and smoothing. Then, there's the first word, which is kind of the more hyped up, more kind of aggressive kind of tone. I don't know if I'm making too much of this, but I have a feeling that there is kind of a difference in between both games. Because if you look at it, Red is kind of more aggressive. Blue is a little bit less, like just nice and calming. Then you also got Sun, which is bright sun. And then the Moon is just a nice calm night. Alright, then you also have Pokemon Sword, which is a slashing sword that hurts people, a shield, a defending type thing. You also have X. X is more like, you know, kind of aggressive X. And then Y would be more like just the softness. So like, when I see these Pokemon games and the resemblance, I like to think of them as the more aggressive first one, the first line of when you say it, the aggressive type, and then the more smoothing, dull type, you know? Just like Scarlet and then Violet. Violet's definitely more like the softer color. Yeah, so I think that this is actually a strategy that they had all the way back when they did it. Because if you notice, the line of where Pokemon is, it's usually a softer thing or a angrier sounding thing. Now, you could be saying, well, maybe it's just a coincidence. I think it's much more than a coincidence. We're up to Generation 9. We're going to be into Generation 10 very soon, hopefully. And, you know, different generations should have something else, right? Maybe in the near future we'll get something like Pokemon Color and Pokemon Gray and Pokemon Color. I don't know, but something like that, because you got your aggressive type, you got your smoother type. It's something that I've noticed throughout the years, and I'm like, huh, why do I always go for the left side? I'm always going for the left side. The side with Violet, I have Violet. Let's go Eevee. That's actually the only one that I went for, the Pikachu one. But anyways, my theory, my hypothesis still carries out. Sun and Moon, I went for Moon. There's also Heart Gold and Soul Silver. My first ever game was actually Soul Silver. Maybe that's where started the trend, actually. Then X and Y. I opted for Y. Wait, Y? Yeah, anyways. Actually no, it was X. But anyways, the hypothesis is still there. It's still there. Just because there's a little bit of misleading in the story, it's still there. I think that this is actually a really big thing. That there's your softer type or your more aggressive type, but also maybe it's just the legendaries. Maybe people get the different games for the legendaries or the color, because I go for the color. But anyways, Pokemon's pretty good at selling 2 games. It's made them a crap ton of money for people wanting to just have both games. And also, if you have a problem like me that you want the Pokemon to be in your OT, yeah, so you know, there's sometimes that you buy both games of the Pokemon game. But anyways, there is so much different things to like talk about with this kind of hypothesis. There's like the way that, you know, you put the Pokemon game, you get the Pokemon game, you see, like, now that I think about it, actually, now that I think about it, the left side, or the right side, whatever, is more like the colors that change. Pretty much all the colors that change. Then the right side is purple. There's 3 purple games. Yeah, I don't know, but I do know is they're really following a theme. I don't know if I did it justice in this video, because I have no idea how to edit. I mean, I'm trying my best to really edit it, but I don't really know what gameplay footage to use. But anyways, this is what I think. What do you think about this? Do you think that there's something going on with the left Pokemon games, which are the aggressive ones, or the right ones, which are more of the smoother texture, the smoother ones, you know? I don't know, let me know in the comments section down below. This is going to be one horrible video. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you have a fantastic day. And with that being said, see you in the next one.